Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm Pastor Turan. I'm excited as always to come before you with God, with what God has given unto me. So we've been talking about your next step, and I know for me that in life transitions happen, but what's our next step? And sometimes we get stuck in our next step of life, and we don't know how to get the wheels turning or to grow. But I want to take time and also give a moment to talk about that. I believe that self-esteem and self-confidence is much needed in these transitions in our next steps. And the reason why I say that is that the church is literally breeding believers to not like themselves. And what I mean by this, that I believe in prosperity. I know that with all that God has for us to get, we do need to get. It could be financial, it could be health, materialistic things. But however, what's happening in the kingdom is that we're breeding these people that don't even like themselves. And so I want to take time and I want to pray, and hopefully the day that you get to a place where not only you have this abracadabra moment where you know where you are in God, but you also get to a point where you know who you are and you love yourself. We get stuck in transitions, we get stuck in steps because we don't like who we are, and we can't grow because we're not on track of who we are. And I need to put my TV on mute, so give me a moment. You can join me here at Summer Recap. I'm gonna put the link up one more time that you can join in real quick. The link is up there. Click on that link and join in with me. And give me a minute real quick to put my TV on mute. All right. So what I was saying was that we're literally breeding people that don't like themselves in the church, and this is where church hurt comes from, because church people, not church people, hurt people hurt other people, and that's what happens in life, that we're breathing. Give God praise. Your next house is coming, your next car is coming, but I don't even like myself. So how can I enjoy the car? How can I enjoy the house? I need to love who I am first. I need to love who I am first, and and gravitate to getting to know God first, and then everything else will fall into place. The Word of God says we are to seek Him first, and He would do the adding. He would do the adding, and we're not the math teachers in the spiritual walk where we do the adding and the subtracting and the multiplication. But I do want to tell you this, that if we just trust God and believe God, that things are literally going to work out for the good of them that love the Lord. And not only that, things will line up when we get to love ourselves and get to get to know God in a whole manner of giving Him all of us. So I don't want us to get so fixated on the point of not liking who you are, where your self-confidence and your self-esteem is getting you to a point where you're stuck in your next step, because not only do you not know God, but you don't even know yourself. You're not even loving yourself. So how can you move on in this spiritual walk and not love yourself? So I want to take time out and to apologize for the ones that have been coming to church all their lives, and we've been so pruned and so programmed to come in and give God praise for the houses and the cars. Yes, I want you to get it all that God has for you to get. I need you to get it, but I need you to love yourself, where your self-esteem and your self-confidence is now not handicapping you, where you can't move forward or go to your next step in life, because you're so fixated on my next car. If I get my next car, my next house, my next hairdo, my next haircut, somebody's going to love me. Somebody's going to like me because I have this. No, love who you are and love the God that's in you, and love that God loved you first enough where I'm giving it all to God. And that's my sermon recap for today, is that while we're building these disciples and believers, that I want us to get to a place where we love who we are, and not only love who we are, but we totally love God, and we want to get to know who God is. All right. So if anybody wants to join in today, you're more than welcome to join in. And if not, we're going to end it right here. But I shared the link for you to jump in here with me for sermon recap. So if that's it, that's it. God bless you. But remember, we need each other, and this is a time and a moment where we need each other to pull on for our strength, so that we can grow and we can learn that if he or she went through that, oh, I can get through this. I can get. It'll get better. Or not only that, you may have gotten something out of today's sermon that someone else didn't get or I didn't get, and we could share these notes, and that we can just take this and we can actually grow. And so I need you to know who God is. Put yourself into God, and not only know God, I need you to love who you are and love God even more. And after that, find your purpose. Ask God, what's the pathway for me to be on? I'm tired of being on this path of like destruction. I feel like that life is just crumbling around me. What do I need to do to get on the right path? I need to get into the Word of God. And after that, we need to find purpose. And then after we find the purpose, we have to really dive in to building the church. And this is why I brought up growth track and freedom groups. So in those freedom groups, we'll have the opportunity to talk with one another and just be who we are. You know, sometimes everything is not church oriented. Sometimes we have to come together just to talk, and nothing's wrong with that. That's like that therapy moment. I think Tay called it out, peer group. And growth track. The entire church is going to be on a growth track, so we know where we are and where we're going in God. All right. So thank you for tuning in with me for sermon recap. Again, this is your opportunity to join in. I'm gonna share the link one more time, and if no one joins in, I'm gonna end it out right here. And I just want y'all to have a blessed and wonderful Sunday. It's raining outside, so find time to spend time with family and just cook and relax. All right. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful Sunday. And let me check the page, because sometimes people are talking to me and I don't see the comments. So let me get on. Let me get on the comments real quick. Let me do that real quick. Give me a moment. I'm sorry. Let me get on. Okay. On the comments. So I knew this was gonna happen. I'm so glad I checked this way. All right. So Regina says we need each other in a non-judgment way. We all have made mistakes. RT says self-love is the best love. If you don't love yourself, you can't love other truly as they need. That's so true. That's so true. Good morning, April. Good morning, Adrian. And that's so true. That I'm glad RT said that. Now, how can you love God? You don't love yourself, and that's what we're breeding in today's church. That, oh, get your house, get your blessing, but no, get that blessing of loving who you are. Get that blessing, and then you can then all the other things, the great things will come. But when we do it together, great things happen. When we learn together, great things. The movement of God can come into a place so heavy when we love who we are. And stop. We got to stop putting that judgmental wall up with other Christians and other believers. We all have made mistakes and fall short of the glory of God. So we have to take that judgmental thing off and just really dive in and loving each other. Tay says self-care leads to self-love, and it's so true. We love God, we want the next house, but we don't even love ourselves. We're lost, and we're not allowing God to take precedence in our life, because our self-esteem and our self-confidence is ruined from past hurts, from past mistakes, from past failures. But those things came in our life to either teach us a lesson or help us to find purpose, not to waddle in it, not to get stuck in it, not to get to a place where I can't move. I don't want to go forward. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I don't want to. I don't want to talk to nobody. Listen, things in life happens where you don't want to talk to nobody. That does happen, and you sometimes you do need some time to yourself. But you also need your brothers and sisters praying right there with you. April says our purpose is to worship God. Then everything else falls into place. Oh, April, that is so true. When we worship the one that give us life, health, and strength, so many things can happen for us if we just trust that process. And that process is never easy. It's not an easy process of getting to know who you are, or getting to know the true person that you are. Sometimes, like, I don't like myself because I do this. Well, give it to God. Ask God to, take this away from me. Pray that you get yourself around people that can show you a new way of doing things. In life, I taught math in school. There's more than one way to get to a math solution, to a problem or issue, to solve that equation. It's more than one way to get there. So we need each other, and that's it. All right. So Adrian says we have to stop throwing rocks at glass houses, putting our failures, shortcomings as less than others, but only pointing out others every falls. But it's getting back up, and everyone needs that helping hand to get up sometimes. Adrian, that is so true. That, and I said it so many times in previous sermons, that I can go to any bar in the city of Wilmington or in Philadelphia, Jersey, wherever, and I can go in there broke, no money, and I believe leave feeling better. I believe okay, because those people really dive in and help each other. But when we get to the church, when somebody testify, oh, here she go again, or here you go again. Listen, as many times you have to testify, let's talk about it so that you can get better. But don't get stuck so fixated that you get stuck on it, and that and stop being judgmental. And Adrian also says we have to live ourselves. We have to live on ourselves, be kind to ourselves, speak life into ourselves to even start loving others. And then Tay says there is freedom in knowing God has your back and love for who you are. Throw rocks and hide at that. Tay, they do that. They'll throw a rock at you and then go hide. Or they'll throw a rock and call you, oh, how you been? Nah, it's all good. And I said sometimes you gotta love people from a distance. Bye bye. All right, so that's today's sermon recap. I love this. I love the interaction that we just had, and I knew that I had to check the comments online. For some reason, I don't see all the comments here, and it's okay. And I don't even know if y'all even see the link. If you do see the link, because I don't even see the link in here. Are y'all seeing the link? Let me know if you can see the link. Yeah, because I don't see the link in my comments. Yeah, you can't see the link either. So let me see.